Hey, let's go.
Right on.
Got a
We take the
green
fog of
map.
war off. Yeah, it's a green Arabia. Looks like Thor is to the north in the middle in the blue after Thor, and in the pink or purple, whatever your preference is, whatever kind of mods you got, Ashley Lynn. Both players playing Huns.
They both found their sheep quickly, which is good. Not going to be any unnecessary idle time.
These players, I know for a fact, are very experienced on Arabia, so we shouldn't see any kind of uncertainty, any hiccups in the build orders. Nothing like the boar from the last game in the far corner. I expect them to find all their stuff
Pretty
and
quickly,
be
yeah.
hitting their builds pretty quick. Yeah. And I think they play pretty similarly on Arabia for the most part. Both players. I do think Thor is a stronger Castle Age player, and Ash is a little bit better in the Feudal Age. I mean, it's close though. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you
it'll
think,
be
Bobo?
it'll be pretty interesting because we both, well, all of us mainly play Arabia team games and stuff. So
Yeah. And let's take a look at Thor's map. It actually doesn't look too bad. Gold was forward on that forest, but you can wall it off.
yeah, I'd probably go for the back one though to start with, because that's a pretty easy wall on the side to the cliff and then cliff to the other forest.
The right side of Thor's map is wide open though.
Yeah.
Well, he could wall in front of the boar, but where the second boar is by the sheep and the deer, that's kind of a big wall to try and pull off.
Well, you could still just go straight to the town centre from the forest, and that would give a relatively safe back gold, back stone.
I don't know if they will end up walling at all. I guess we'll find out. Actually, it's got a little bit worse map with the forward goal at the bottom of the hill. Two of
Yeah,
our secondary goals are at the top of that hill. With the stone on the hill too, that hill is going to be
very important.
essential.
Yeah, getting a castle up there pretty early in the game would be very good.
Her boar are also behind a forest. I
Oh,
hate when
both
this
of them.
happens to me.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Both of them are behind the forest. Pretty much the only positive thing you could take away from that is that they're not going to get stolen because they're super hard to get at anyway.
And it's not like they'd find them early enough.
So she took Loom, that's pretty much mandatory when that happens.
Yeah, I don't think even Viper can do that. Oh, I don't know, maybe he probably could.
Well, he hacks, so
Yeah, of course.
Viper's a hacker, so he would easily be able to pull that boar. He'd just type in instant boar lure. It would teleport under his town center. Both players, looks like to me, are gonna go scouts. This looks like a scout build to me from both players.
Yeah, they've both only got 3 on wood, so they're not going to be able to get a barracks up early enough for a Josh to be worthwhile.
Thor's gonna be slightly earlier, just because.
Oh,
of the
don't kill that sheep.
distance boar.
Don't kill that sheep, Ashley. Oh,
No!
she killed 2 sheep.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh no! Actually saying fuck that, and I gotta agree. Delete those goddamn villagers. They are traitorous bastards.
Oh, that is so unlucky. Oh no, I guess you could steal some of
That
Thor's
ru-
sheep to make it even now.
Is she gonna? It's too late for a re, I would say. Even if we did have a re, do we have a re in this?
No, we should probably have thought of that beforehand.
What are you talking about? We're supposed to plan ahead for these things?
Planning? What is this?
What are you talking about? A little bit of conversation between the players explaining their sheep situation. Looks like Thor hasn't scouted his last 2 sheep.
And Ashley's taken 2, so he's down 4. While Ash is down, I don't know, like a sheep and a half from rotting.
I think, hopefully his scout is running in that direction. Hopefully he finds him now. because otherwise, scouts are going to be almost out of the question.
Yeah,
There he
found the
goes.
sheep. Oh, ball turned around for Ashley. Oh, that's unlucky.
No, God. Oh, these boar for Ashley.
Oh, that's
Ashley's
two unlucky
got-
games.
This is extremely bad luck for Ash in her builds in both games. But at least in the first game we saw she does have the ability to turn it around. A little bit of a bad start is not going to cost her the whole game.
The really bad thing at the moment, as far as I can tell, is she has eaten all of her sheep already.
But the good part is she's got a boar coming in.
But yeah, but Thor's already. Yeah, Thor's already clicked up
Yeah.
on 21 pop. He's 25% of the way up. Well, actually, doesn't have the food to go.
No, she doesn't. And she's not going to for a little while longer. She needs to maybe lay a couple more farms. I don't know what I would do in this situation.
I reckon she's gonna have to go straight archers and do a bit of walling, because it's
The
gonna be
walls are
too
gonna
late
be
to go castles.
mandatory.
Yeah. Like, I reckon minimum she needs to wall the right hand side where her deer and Thor's scout is at the moment, because then that protects her wood.
As she runs right under Thor's town center.
That's unlucky.
With
And
her
Thor
scout
got one of
raising
his
her
sheep
scout.
back.
Thor did get one of his sheep back. There it goes.
So Ashley's up
Did
now.
finally click up.
That's good. Better late than never.
If she can defend, it's gonna be tough. She's gonna be feudal 12 minutes. It's gonna be tough to defend against scouts. Depending on, but Thor was down some sheep, so he might be a little slow to get. No,
No,
he's got a pretty healthy food count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just might not be able to do both the feudal upgrades, but like, he'll do bit axe. He might be able to afford horse collar, but other than that, he's still got a pretty solid eco at the moment. Ashley's going for a wall, but it's not. Why is she walling her villager in?
Maybe this is a micro wall for the lumber camp.
Oh, nope, bugged, misclick.
He's stuck. Yep.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that wall. That's very inefficient. And she's scouted where the deer is, and that's a much smaller wall than what she's trying to do at the moment.
Yeah, I think she's gonna wall this whole side, and then wall the back, and try and defend with spears on the front here. I don't see a lot of other options for her.
Yeah, having those sort of boar makes it really difficult. And Thor's already coming in with 2.5 scouts. So that's gonna harass our gold.
2.5 scouts. Spear is almost out. Villagers in trouble. Looks like one's gonna go down.
Nope. That was pretty good.
Save that Vill.
She doesn't have the wood to build any military buildings. And oh, where's that villager going?
She is putting down the one archery range. I believe
And
she's
Thor's microing
just
pretty well with his scouts to avoid the spearmen. And that wolf might get the villager.
She's having some problems in the back of her base too.
Oh.
With this, a lot of stray villagers. She needs to put down a lumber camp. There we go.
That's unfortunate. Lost a villager to a wolf.
Those wolves, man. You survive the scout raid, you're doing fine, you go back to building your archery range, and wolf runs in and kills you.
Ah, yeah.
It's a tough life. Thor's making the transition to archers as well now.
Oh my god, Legacies is online. This is amazing.
You're kidding me.
Nah, he's on.
Tell him he could have played in a best of 5. We had like 6 opponents for him.
Yeah.
He's evenly matched with so many people. Actually walling back this lumber camp. Thor did put a wall right where you said he would. Straight from the forest to the cliff.
Has he scouted the other side? Yeah, he's kind of scouted the other forest and cliff, so he could probably go over there. maybe build his blacksmith over there. Use that as part of the wall.
Thor trying to sneak around the other side, finding out that it's walled.
I reckon Thor's a little bit late to gold though, if he wants to go for 2 archery ranges, because he's not making anything at the moment.
Generally, you want to transition to gold about 13 minutes. 4 villagers as you put down your archery range. Then add a couple more once your second range comes up.
But again, he's not that far behind Ashley, because he's got 4 scouts versus 2 archers. And we'll just sort of ignore the spearmen for the moment, but...
Pops are only 1 pop difference at this point, 36 to 35.
Yeah, that's because Ash has made almost an equal amount of spearmen as scouts that Thor has. So then it's just villager count and archers.
Yeah, but those spears were a necessity. If she didn't have those spears on the front, this game would probably already be over.
Yeah, there'd be so many free villages of that gold. And if he could have gotten into a wood line, that would have been bad.
I still would like to see Ashley get up on top of this hill and try and hold that position, because this main gold here is not going to last forever. By Castle Age at least.
Yeah, minimum she's going to need to put a town centre, I reckon, on the top secondary gold. Like the one in the middle. And maybe put a...
players choosing to play, Sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking maybe put the 3rd town centre in between her main gold and the forest. Like delete that mining camp and stick it in there, and then you got 2 safe golds. And your woods are pretty safe from the walling at the town centres.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, I was gonna say both players are playing pretty defensively in this game. I would have expected one of them to push a little bit harder in Feudal Age. They're pretty conservative at this point.
I reckon Thor really needs to make the most of his... needed to have made the most of his early advantage in getting to Feudal faster.
He's sort of,
like, if he'd sent a forward spearman...
up on his scouts.
Yeah, if he'd sent a spearman forward with his scouts, then he probably could have picked off that first spearman fairly easily. But let's see, is anyone patrolling at the moment? Ashley's not patrolling at all? Yes. She needs to watch those spearmen though, if they get picked off.
Down.
Yeah. Once the spearmen are dead, she's out.
Without the spear, she's gonna need to GB.
Yeah. But with those scouts there, she's not going to be able to make it back to base. So she may as well just try to kill stuff.
But she can't stop on this hill and do as much damage as she can.
Yeah, like, if I was her, I'd stop like right now and try to pick off as many of the scouts as she could.
Yeah, and bring that. She does have a spear to bring forward. She should do that now. 2 to bring forward now.
I think the main problem was she tried to push without fletching.
Yeah, if you're gonna send 4 archers forward or 5 forward, might as well send 4 and get fletching.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is huge.
Like they've both got the same attack in total, but you've got the extra range on ones with fletching, so you pretty much get an extra shot each, which is a pretty big deal. Ooh,
yep.
That's bad for the gold.
Yeah, ranged army's gonna sit on that gold.
Yeah, she really needs to push up around the side and get to the top of the hill and then fight down.
That's probably a good plan. Thor's thinking about Castle Age, though. It's very close.
Yeah, if I was Thor at this stage, I would grab 4 villages off wood and move them over to stone. Just to try.
He should boom this out?
No, I'm saying get there, stick a castle on that hill, and then it's pretty much gonna be GG.
Ah, I think you're right.
Because as well as covering, like, if you could put it as far forward as you could on the hill, that covers almost all 3 of the golds and 1 stone of Ashley's. And it also prevents her moving easily to the left-hand corner of the map, where the 2 other golds are.
Right,
So,
and he is in the process of walling the entire right side of the map. He took the long wall straight across here, so he'll have at least some kind of warning before she comes in that way.
yeah. And he's up. He's what, 40% now? Ashley is no way near going up. she's made too many
No,
skirmishes.
and she had to put a tower. Yeah, she had to put a tower to defend her gold.
Like, I reckon tower's probably a decent idea, but if she was gonna do it, she should have done it earlier. Like, as soon as her archers started falling back, should have gone, okay, they're gonna be attacking my gold, need tower.
And if she would have placed that tower maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles to the northwest, I'm sorry.
Yeah, further up the hill.
Those 3 resources.
Yeah.
That would have covered those 3 resources, and it would have been a little bit easier to defend that position. Thor's going around the other side to raid, it looks like. He's going to try and break in the palisade. Nope, just picking off some bills. Trying to pick off some bills on the wood line.
But yeah, he can get in if he wants to. Pretty easily.
Crossbow's going to be hard for Ashley to deal with at this point.
But just the number of skirmishes she has in Thor's base means she'll be able to kill off all of his archers pretty easily.
Yeah.
If he stands and fights. Like hell, even if Thor put a town centre on that top front gold. Well, you don't even need a castle, like just a town centre would protect a lot of it.
Yep. That's game though. Ashley can't get to castle. Thor is already there. Going crossbow cavalry archer. She's not going to be able to hold it.
We got a drop.
No, they're both still here. There we go. Ashley resigned.
Well, we're 1-1 so far. Going pretty well.
That was terrible luck for Ashley in that game. Those 2 sheep getting killed by 2 separate villagers away from the TC, then the 2 boar all the way back. Yeah, a little bit of miss micro with the 2 spears when she tried to push forward. Those things make a difference.
Yeah, just those small things pretty much ruined her early game.
That's a bummer. One play by both players though.
Oh, let's have a look at the stats quickly. Yeah, Thor clearly won military fights, even though it actually had a larger army.
Yeah, I think her plan was to go full feudal. Thor already had a much healthier economy.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a full feudal, you really need to be very offensive